Hello peoples. In today's video we're going to tie up the last of our Anatomy of a Dogfight Part 4. We're going to spotlight the Vanguard Harbinger. I decided to go with a heavy fighter here because there's been a little bit of blowback, I guess, in the 3.14 patch where a lot of people think that the changes have put the heavy fighter like the Vanguard into a bad spot. And hopefully I'm going to show you in this video that that's not really the case. Has it been changed? Yes. Is it in really a bad spot? I don't think so, because we can do things like take out a hammerhead with it still. And I'm going to show you that in another video, not this one. So sit back, relax, grab yourself a drink, a nice snack, and yeah, let's check out the capabilities of this ship and see how it's going to work in 3.14. So as we bring up Erkul to look at the build, it's a mono build, and we're using laser cannons. So we start off with a size 5 fixed Omni Sky 15 laser cannon. This is going to give us the bulk of our alpha damage. So as we check it out, it's 1500. That's just a crazy one-shot hit. The projectile speed's not great at 700 meters, but it is a cannon weapon. Then we're going to fill the rest of the nose up with the MVSA laser cannons. These also have pretty good alpha damage, as you can see. Their projectile speed at 700 is going to be perfectly matched with the Omni Sky that we have on there, so we're just going to put them all in one group. That's what we're going to do. It's going to make it real simple. For the anti-fighter role in the turret, we're going to keep the Badger laser repeaters that come with it, because they're going to be able to deal with those pesky, really maneuverable ships. They got a high rate of DPS. They also have an extremely high rate of fire to make hitting those targets pretty easy. We're going to go with an all stealth component build to keep our signatures down, so the Umbra shields, the Eclipse power plants, and the Nightfall coolers. We'll go with an XL1 for our quantum drive to make sure we get there fast, and then we're going to load up with a ton of size 1 missiles, 32 to be precise, so that we can do a lot of missile spam in this. They hit for a little bit of damage, but there's a lot of them. Next, as you can see, Omni build again, put everything in the same weapon group, make it simple. And with 32 missiles, we can set up groups of 3 or 4 to spam at the target as we see fit. There's no shortage. So we have our first target here, Vanguard Warden. I'm going to set my speed up. I'm going to get into a good firing position to do my missiles first. I'm going to take a off-angle approach so as not to come in too fast. I'm going to decouple, put my nose on target, and let fly with missiles, then do a general gun engagement. One thing to note, I'm flying solo. I highly recommend that you put a friend in your turret seat to deal with more maneuverable ships like a Gladius or an M50. It'll make life a little bit easier. You can still deal with them as a solo pilot in the Vanguard. There's ways to do it. We're not going to cover them in this video because I didn't get a more maneuverable ship like that to do so. But if you saw the previous video, you know what I'm talking about. So here we go into our engagement. We're going to fire off our missiles, the first group, and they all hit, which is great. You can see here we took out his shields. We're going to follow up with a second group. If they hit, they hit. If they don't, they don't. It's no big deal. Now what we're going to do is show you the Alpha Strike capability of those nose guns. So in case you missed it, we're going to back this up and slow it down so you can actually see how quickly that Vanguard got liquidated. We're in great firing position here. Keep your eye on his shields. They disappear very quickly. Now again, you have to be good with your shots. Notice that I haven't changed over my weapons capacitor, so I am going to run out. First the Omni Sky 15, followed by the MVSAs. But it's more than enough time to kill this guy. So now what we're going to do is rinse and repeat with his cohorts here. We're going to start off with the Hurricane. Well, once again, in case you missed it, because that was pretty quick. Let's back it up and slow it down a little bit. So here we go. Again, we've got pretty good firing position. Most of our shots, if not all of them, are hitting. His shields went down. I'm doing serious damage to the hull. I am at 100% weapons capacitor, and it was just enough to take him out. So no issues there. Let's go after that final target. I am going to heal up my shields by throwing all my energy into the shield capacitor, and then we're going to just do a normal dogfight engagement on this last warden. So there you go. Took that other Vanguard out really quick. Now, the one caveat to this is the only way that you can get the MVSA laser cannons right now is if you own a Vanguard Warden. So you will have to purchase that either in-game or with real money. I recommend that you do it in-game. But it does show that an alpha build for the Vanguard is very, very doable, at least in 3.14. So, as usual, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like, the subscribe, and the notification bell. And leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Do you like what you saw here? Do you think the Vanguard can be used as a Alpha Strike type of ship right now? I think it works really good for that purpose. And I'm going to do another video where I take out a hammerhead in 3.14. Now, I ran into a couple problems, which I will address in that video so that hopefully you don't run into them, but look for that next. And as always, take care.